New at 5, a birthday of a lifetime for a man who has spent a lifetime watching and loving the Dodgers.
Well, get this. He's 100 years old. Mark Rogandino is live at Dodger Stadium with his incredible journey. Mark.
Well, Alex and Christine, we've all heard the phrase, you can never forget your first, right? Where we're talking about your first car, your first trip outside the United States, maybe even, Alex, your first kiss. But how about your first Dodger game, as you guys mentioned, for Southern California native Travis Evans, who's been here his entire life. He served in the Coast Guard here, but he has never been to a Dodger game. He's followed the team since all the way back in the Brooklyn days. Well, today that all finally changed as he got to have a dream come true walking into Dodger Stadium. And as you might imagine, he was all smiles, surrounded by much of his family that has come from all over the United States, Alabama, Minnesota, and so many other places. It was his daughter who put this all together to surprise him and get him out here. And as you'll hear from the 100-year-old, it was all worth the trip.
Well, I've followed the Dodgers even when they were in Brooklyn, so, and Vince Scully too. And it's an important part of my life. And you know, I probably don't have that much longer to live either, but I still drive.
What moment are you looking forward to in watching the Dodgers today?
Oh, just the first pitch would be enough for me. It's worth the trip just to see that first pitch. And I think we're going to see him in the World Series.
You wouldn't know that he's 100 years old. I mean, the guy seems sharp as a tack. His conversation back and forth was great. Was he a little slower moving around the stadium? Of course, but he's celebrating 100 years old. We're going to have more on this coming up later on in the evening. Just a tremendous evening for this guy, and a lot of fun and a lot of smiles. Alex, Christine?
What took so long?
Yeah.
You know, he said that he's always wanted to do it, but he was in the, as I said, he was in the Coast Guard, spent a lot of time on ships, and he just said this was the timing. This was right. He couldn't believe it either. He couldn't believe that it's been 100 years of his age, and it's been 60 years as a Dodger fan and never been here. But he does love Vince Scully. He made that very clear.